Fly girls, welcome back to the channel. Ciao girl, if you are new here, I am Tonia, girl, a thrift queen, girl lover of all the things. And we're going to get into our trip to New Orleans. So let's break that down. All right, y'all. So day one in New Orleans, we got there about 5 p.m. that Friday afternoon. And so the only thing really on the agenda was check in and girl get something to eat. So we stayed at the JW Marriott downtown on Canal, or not downtown, but on Canal. Super nice. No complaints. Zero complaints about our stay. Zero complaints about proximity to things. JW Marriott. And then I wanted to definitely get some crawfish. So as you can see in the video, we went to Mael Brewery, and that was where Bugging Out Crawfish was at. And I wanted to try it because they had a Vietnamese Cajun style crawfish. So we wanted to try that. Now, mind you guys, we're crawfish eaters. Okay. And so I went in high hopes that it was just gonna, blow my mind. Now, their crawfish come with the green beans in it, and then I guess a Vietnamese style meatball. You guys, the crawfish were good. Don't get me wrong, crawfish were good. But of course, we're crawfish eaters, so of course our own crawfish that we cook ourselves, to me, was better. But nonetheless, it was good. The green beans, 10 out of 10. I don't know what, we're gonna have to start putting green beans in our crawfish. 10 out of 10, the green beans were good. The location was nice. We actually walked to it. So we did the 2.5 mile walk at night to Miel Brewery. The brewery spot, of course, it's a brewery. So if you're a beer drinker, that's your thing. A brewery is going to hit it for you. I don't drink beer. So, I just got a regular Coke to go with mine. But again, the crawfish were good. Would I go back? Probably not intentionally. Like if I'm in the area and I just want some crawfish, I would get it, but not necessarily go there specifically for that. And then I wanted to go by Mondays. We actually had reservations at Mondays that night, but we got to New Orleans later than I thought. So I thought if we would have got to New Orleans around about 12 o'clock, we would have got a crawfish and we would have had time to, for that to settle down. And then we can go to Mondays and actually eat. So we didn't order entrees at Mondays. We ordered a seafood spinach dip. And then, of course, you got to go to Mondays for the sweet potato beignets. Sweet potato beignets, 10 out of 10. The seafood spinach dip, it was good, but it was seafoody. So we had reservations for 9 o'clock. We didn't sit until about 9:30, 9:45. Don't understand what's up with that. But waitress was nice. Spot was nice. I don't have any negative things to say about Mondays. Would I go back? You guys, I'm not a huge beignet girly. Okay. I like them. They taste good, but I'm not a gotta have beignets. Okay. Get them one time. I'm good. That's not I don't have to circle back for me personally for the beignets. But again, Mondays was nice. Like I said, the sweet potato beignets were good. The drinks were good. Our waitress was really great. So girl, that's my experience down to Mondays, but girl, definitely a spot to check out if you're in New Orleans. After we ate, went back to the hotel. Girl, that was Friday. Girl, we on a Saturday. don't know what that is. You got a line.
Her şeyi bizden olur mu? Olur mu savaş hakkında? İspat ederim ben sana. Ben ispat ederim.
Excuse me.
Guide us to the God of ourselves, a liberatory holiness, an act of freedom and resistance, resilience and ritual. We are walking rosaries, walking wonder of our present prayers. Oh, chant us a song of revolution, of change, of hope, of Africa, of the world.
Giving them the power to be resilient.
So day 2, New Orleans. So I knew day 2, it was going to be another food day, but I also wanted to take in some of the history of New Orleans. So we got up that morning and we walked to Bearcat. Hopefully I have a clip of that in the video, but we walked to Bearcat CBD for breakfast. It was about I think it was less than a mile walk from the Marriott. And you guys, breakfast 10 out of 10 is the hype. The breakfast was good. I ended up getting the Bearcat breakfast, which was the potatoes. Girl, I don't know what them potatoes, what they do with them breakfast potatoes. Good, hands down. And it came with, I got the bacon with mine, and then it came with the pancakes, the eggs, and then we also ended up with the shrimp and grits with the fried oysters on top. 10 out of 10. I will be going back. Matter of fact, we wanted to go back to Bearcat on Monday when we left, and girl didn't realize they were closed on Mondays, because if that was the case, I probably would have went back to Bearcat Sunday too. Okay, hands down, the breakfast was bomb. Go to Bearcat CBD for sure. And then I wanted to go to the French market, you guys, because there's a vendor there. It's a guy who sells African masks. He has been there years. Okay. I can't even remember the last time I went to New Orleans. He was there. Probably the time before that he was there. And he was there again this year. The same guy. Love his little booth section in the French market. And girl, I found 2 masks. I'll show you guys that at the end of the video. So I got my 2 masks. Of course, we walked past Cafe Du Monde. I didn't, like I said, I'm not a beignet girl. Didn't get anything from there. And then I wanted to go to the New Orleans African American Museum. Now, this museum, just immerse yourself in the culture when you go. But this museum was specific to Hurricane Katrina and giving you the history of it and all the things that kind of memorize or to commemorate the hurricane. Absolutely 10 out of 10 recommend. It was an opportunity to just get the vision of it from their point of view, POV. And I loved that museum. And then we got a chance to walk across the street. It's in the Treme area, I think is how you say it. But so much history. Hands down, I recommend going to the museum and checking that out. And then the guide that was there, he was so great. He had also told us, which I'll talk about on day 3, Sunday, but Congo Square, if you have not been, recommend that as well. And so after we got done with the museum, we decided to go by Niao's. I wanted to try the oysters. Of course, you got to go to New Orleans and get you some char-grilled oysters. Niao's, 10 out of 10. By this time, we weren't hungry either. Well, we had dinner reservations that night, so I didn't want to overdo Niao's or overdo it. So we didn't really order a full entree. We just ordered a small thing of gumbo, and then we got the oysters. 10 out of 10. We'll go back to Niao's for sure. Love that place. And then after that, went back, took a break because mind you, we had been walking all day. Like I said, we did the French market. Then we ended up at the museum and then we went to Niao's. So I went back to get some rest or a quick little nap. Y'all, we were late for our dinner. Well, we weren't late. We woke up late for our dinner reservations. Okay. Took a nap. Baby, dinner reservations was at 10. It was like 9:30 when we got up. We made it on time because we went to GW Finn's. Fine dining restaurant, 10 out of 10. I love GW Finn's. And so we were about like a 7-minute walk from JW because it was off of Bourbon. That's my spot. I'm going to go there every time for fine dining, hands down. So GW Finn's, definitely a spot to check out if you're in New Orleans. So day 3, which was our last day in New Orleans, was really a slow kind of chill day. I wanted to kind of take the day a little bit easy. And so we got up that morning. I did want to go back to, I wanted to go to Loretta's. So I wanted to try Loretta's specifically for the crab beignets. And 10 out of 10, the crab beignets, bomb. So we went back to the French market. We got up, walked back over there. It was raining kind of to start off the day, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't torrential rains or anything. And then it finally just stopped raining for the day. So went to get those. And then while we were there, we also wanted to go back to, there was another spot, and I think I didn't share this in day 2's video, but also in the French market after I got my African mask, there's a Cajun seafood little spot in the French market. And so we got some crawfish there. They were good. Again, they weren't, our crawfish. They were good, but then they also had like this little oyster appetizer type of thing. And because when we got the crawfish the day before, they were already sold out of the little oyster appetizer. And it's like oysters on like some spinach on toast. it was good, 10 out of 10. So we ended up getting that as well on day 3 when we went back to the French Market or went to Loretta's. I wanted to walk Frenchman Street. We didn't do any bars, you guys. We didn't do any like jazz spots or anything like that. We didn't do any of that this trip. You know, girl, I'm tired. Okay. I'm not finna hang out on Bourbon till 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm too tired for that. I'm too old. Okay. I'm too old, too tired. So walked Frenchman and I loved that. We walked it all the way down to the other Loretta's location. They were closed on Sunday. And then it's right across the street from Jam NOLA. We didn't even go into Jam NOLA, but I did take a picture out there beside it. But it was just nice to walk. And then they were also having some type of festival going on. It looked like a paint festival type of thing. You would have seen that in the video, some type of paint festival. We just kind of walked over there and they were doing, I don't know if some traditional Indian type cultural event. I'm not 100% sure, but they were doing some of the dances and things on the stage. And that was just nice to see. Like I said, we were just walking and sightseeing. That's, girl, I cleared 20,000 steps, okay, every day, just because we were walking. And so we ended up leaving from there. And you guys, as I told you from the day 2 video, the guy from the museum told us about Congo Square. So we ended up going to Congo Square, and Congo Square is where the locals, it's in the music area, but it's where the locals gather in honor of, you know, the slaves who used to go to Congo Square on Sundays, because that was the day that they were able to kind of get together, to laugh, to have music, to spend time with one another. And so we got a chance to immerse ourselves in that. And you guys, it just was a breathtaking experience for me. Again, I love the history. I wanted to immerse in the history, and Congo Square just did it for me. There was a jewelry vendor there that I grabbed some jewelry pieces from. I'll show you guys what I got at the end of the video. And then it was, I wanted to actually get an African drum because they were there playing the drums and they told me to go by a shop. So I went by one of the shops and got me an African drum as well as a basket. And you guys, after that, it was just more so just walking, sightseeing. And then we had dinner reservations Sunday evening at Sung Chong, which is that Korean Cajun infused restaurant somewhere down off Bourbon in that area. But you guys, 10 out of 10, that was really good. They had some dumpling, what do they call it? Cajun dumplings type of thing, was really good. And then I also got the spicy ramen. And so you guys, New Orleans owes me nothing. I'm going back probably relatively soon because of course you can't see and do it all. Like we didn't go to the French Quarters. There's other museums, there's other restaurants. You guys, hands down, this was an amazing trip for me. New Orleans is someplace special to me. I don't know. I just, the vibe and the energy. And again, I loved it because this time I didn't go for anything in particular. And also we just didn't, it was so much to do that we didn't even realize or miss that we didn't hang out on Bourbon. Hold on, y'all. Child, I don't know how I got choked up. But anyway, all that to say, bomb time, a bomb trip. Girl, I'm going back. If you have not been, go. If you done been, go again. New Orleans is just that place. Okay, it's just that place. So I'm going to show you guys the things that I grabbed. I'm just going to flip the camera around and show you guys what I actually bought from the trip in New Orleans. And you guys, 10 out of 10, amazing. All right, y'all. So here are the jewelry pieces that I picked up. One was this bracelet ring situation. I absolutely love this. Super nice, super dope. Picked that up. This was a ring that I grabbed. Loved it. And I also grabbed this ring. And I'll pop up the guy who I got these pieces from because he does have an Instagram. And then these earrings, loved those. So grab those. This necklace is another bomb piece that I grabbed from his booth. And also this one is kind of giving like an evil eye type vibe. Love this necklace too. So those were the jewelry pieces that I picked up from his booth. And these, you guys, are the masks that I got from the guy out in the French Quarter. I love my masks, girl. He had so many of them. I didn't even know what to choose. Okay. I will be back to his booth because where I found the basket and the drum from, y'all, the mask in there, $500, $700. Girl, they were expensive in there. And I think I got both of these for like $150. So I love them. Can't wait to put them up. And since we're here on the table, you guys, these are, I didn't get these from um, New Orleans, but this vase is a vase, y'all, that I actually found at Home Goods. Y'all know I love tribal things. And this, I don't know, this kind of reminded me like of Bantu knots or like a braided whatever. Love that. And then these two vases, I got the big one and then the smaller one from Home Goods. Y'all know I love different and unique things. This one was $19.99 and this one I think was $16.99. Yep, $16.99 on that one. But love those. I've also had these as well. And I have a mask back there, y'all, that I also have. But y'all know I'm loving all the tribal vibes, aesthetics in my home. So these are the new things that I got in. Let me show y'all the basket and the drum. So here is the drum that I purchased. I think this drum was $60, $65. I really wanted the bigger drum, but yeah, I found this one. And then I love that it had the green, red, and yellow, kind of giving me like the Jamaica colors. But I grabbed this, as you guys can see down there. I collect African drums. And then this is the basket that I picked up. And I guess they call these typically like their market baskets. But I love this as well. Not sure if I'm going to use it as a basket that is a four or if I'm going to use it as decor. Someone told me to put it in my bathroom and put the extra tissue paper in it. So I may do that with it. But yep, love this. And you guys, that's what I got from New Orleans. So thanks for watching. I love you guys. See you on the next video.